What up, Lee? Take that projector one more minute. Hey, what's the projector? Live? Quarter two? Yeah, quarter two exactly. Just 10. Huh? Okay, this is 10. So what I'll do is I'm going to play 6 minutes of video mode and 1 minute Yeah, it is.
After everyone's in, high school board, they're all there, just about
Yeah, why is there no music? Oh, one second. This is all one time. Hey, how many of those you got? How many of those you got?
Felicia, yes.
Okay.
It's not moving. It's not right.
Good. Hi, Roxanne.
It's after.
Fighting.
I got 6 stuff. Oh yeah. She was the right down the street from her mom. I didn't know she lived in the Bob. The rest of them come on the you know, the south side out there in Timbuktu. She didn't know, so I could not close into the family, so I guess I'm not family. That was short-lived. Yeah.
We are not skincare. We are not network marketing. We are I am so proud to say for the first time that I am a Seacret
You gave me a secret case. And I said, well, what do I need that for? And she says, well, while we play, you can do a pop party because their mommy has a lot of lines on her face.
The products do all the talking for us. We can't talk. Nobody can tell us what we can do. We can do whatever you believe in. I stutter, and sometimes it takes me 4 or 5 times to say hello. I can put M4 on somebody. They say wow, and I looked at my bank account yesterday, and I said, look, I'm saying, wow. There's so many things that's coming that if you think of the M4 religion, you should wait. I'm like, I'm sure each one of you over here want to have a piece of design and anything else over there. It's fun. There's a mission.
What do you have a dread about life here? I don't think we got a good family radio.
And the heart and soul of every one of you has a common base as a purpose. I know when we share a secret, when we share this community, we're building something special. This was an opportunity to create a legacy. This was an opportunity for my children's children to benefit from what we're doing.
And there's hope here for all of us in Seacret.
I love what the military is doing. I love serving my country. But you know, the time is up, and I got a 4-year-old and 1-year-old. And they deserve to have their father there 110% of their life growing up.
We will always remember where we came from. We always remember who made us who we are. And we always remember that this company doesn't belong to us only.
We're all here for a reason. We're all here to touch some people's lives, to pay it forward, to be somebody's light.
The community, the friends and family that have one interest in life. It pays forward.
Yeah, I come in with my guard up, and
You know, and I'm thinking like, you know, I'm about to get hit. He's trying to give me a hug. You know, I was like, what the heck?
Well, I've heard really horror stories about people leaving companies and they get chopped off and they get cut up or they get thrown to the wolves. And then Isaac looked at me and he just put his arms around me and he hugged me. He says, "You know, Phoebe, you never left."
It's time to just go play in the mud, and it's time to get rich while you do it. I love every single bit of it.
He talked about the community that they had built. He talked about the culture. He talked about protecting what they already built. He talked about integrity. He talked about character.
I've been searching for people like Isaac and the leaders of this company for so long that you get it. This is my mission, is in 5 years, I'll be making music when I want, with whom I want, and for what I want.
Don't let anybody keep stealing your dream, just go for it.
So many people get caught up in only focusing on what they can't do. I can't. Well, what can you do?
And don't let these things that happen in these challenges make you bitter. They're designed to make you better.
And a lot of people, they all have the breakthroughs, but they're not willing to go through the breakdowns to receive those breakthroughs.
To make significant money, to really make an impact on people's lives, you have to become a significant person.
If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. Because we can do it. If you're not going to be big, we will not be big.
We got the best company, the best products, the best leadership, the best timing, and we have got
Yeah, I believe in it. I'm sure you believe in it. Let's make a difference in this world.
It's my first time being up here, and it's an honor and a privilege. My name is Eli, and I'm so glad to see you guys here. Everyone, and let's give a round of applause for yourselves for coming out. You guys are anywhere else. First thing we're gonna do, everybody have their phones on them? Sweet. Can we silence them? Turn them off or vibrate them? Because one thing that comes is definitely a distraction income, and we don't want to be distracted when information is coming to us to possibly revolutionize our lives and give us an opportunity. That's what we're all here for, and because we all saw something or we heard something from someone else, and we came here together to just enjoy each other's time, but also possibly make something different in our lives, and I'm glad that we're all here together for that. So today I have the personal honor and privilege to meet this vibrant man for the first time. When I shook his hand, I felt the electricity come through my body. It was great. Mr. Anthony, aka Tony Jean Greco, give him a round of applause.
Clear. All right. Hey, how's everyone doing? Before I go any further, I just want to give this man a round of applause. Right? Talking about the first time in front of the room, he's just like captivating. Awesome. He'll be up here training probably very shortly because he's got some incredible energy. Man, good looking group of people.
Thank you.
You guys are all using our products, aren't you, right? Sexy group. All right. So my name is Tony Jean Greco, and I have the privilege and honor of sharing some information with you before I get out of the way and let my better half actually take over control, which is typically how a relationship rolls. So we won't stop now, right? It's working. It's working. And so we're not strangers. Just a little bit about me. Proud Seacret agent for 4 years now. Actually got started with this company in June of 2011. Maybe some of you guys can relate to this. Anyone here ever been to college? Yeah. So, okay. Anyone ever been told you should go to college?
Oh, yeah.
Most of you had parents. That's good, right? Because from the time I was a little kid, I was told I need to go to school, get good grades so I can graduate, get into a good school so I can get good grades so I can graduate, get good grades so I can get a good job, right? And then the job would take care of me, right? This corporate America position with the benefits and the salary and all that stuff. How's that working out for most people? Just curious. Because for me, I did all that as the first person from my family to graduate for a four-year university. I double majored. I got into corporate America. I worked my butt off for about 6 years or so. Got into a management position and found very quickly that it didn't have all the things I was looking for. I didn't have time freedom. I didn't have financial freedom. I didn't like the people I was working. Anyone here work somewhere you don't like the people? And if you're sitting next to them, don't put your hand up. Right? Just be like, I love my coworkers. But I didn't enjoy the environment. I didn't enjoy what I was doing. And so I was keeping my options very open. Anyone here ever keep your options open? Like maybe you're not like terribly disappointed in what you're doing, but you know that there might be something better out there. And that's just where I was. I was always a very open-minded person, and I always kept my options open and loved learning. Anyone here like learning new things? Yeah. Like I love learning new stuff. I love learning about new stuff, but it has to be interesting to me. And so I had a friend of mine who had done very, very well in his life, professionally, personally. He had made about $4 million in relationship marketing, which is the profession that we're looking at. He had made over $1 million in the real estate industry, owned a restaurant, mixed martial arts promotion company, also owned a publishing company. I mean, this guy's just, you ever meet one of those people? It's like anything they touch seems to turn to gold. Yeah. Keep going. Seriously, tell them more. I'm just But that was my friend John, and John called me up and he said, Tony, I'm looking at this company and I really am excited about it. I said, well, John, what's it all about? He said, it's skincare. I said, you're crazy. Because I'm a guy. And I don't do skincare because that's like feminine or whatever. You know, I just had my hang-ups and my own ego. And he said, well, based on my track record of success, do you think I'd play where there is an opportunity? And I said, no, sir. You're onto something, okay? So I flew all the way to Phoenix, Arizona, and I saw the information I'm about to share with you guys, and it changed my life. Within 9 months of partnering with this company, very part-time, I was able to walk away from my corporate job as well as shut down the part-time insurance business I was running from home. I was able to move to Milwaukee and rent out my home out in Whitewater and help with the expansion here in the Midwest. I met my beautiful, amazing bride-to-be here in Seacret. Over the last several years, we helped my mother retire from a full-time nursing career. We helped my Aunt Cindy supplement because she's unable to work at this time. And just in March, we brought home Sharice from her full-time retail career. So we're a happy family. We spend all day, every day, her daughter Paige and her girl. Gotcha. So, is it cool if I jump into some info then? Alright, you're gonna see what you're like, why is this dude so jacked up? Right. Here's why I'm jacked up. Because when I looked at Seacret, here's what I want everyone to do. Put your business cap on for a second. Okay? Put your always, right? She sleeps with that on. She's ready just in case. So, who is Seacret? This is what I was looking at, because if I was flying all the way to Phoenix to look at a company, I was evaluating this from a business side. You know, I wasn't worried about, okay, skincare here. And I was just looking, okay, just show me the facts. Like, I'm a very analytical person. Yes. I'm a very analytical person. I love spreadsheets and pie charts and all that stuff. So, Seacret is actually an international luxury dead sea skincare brand, okay, established in 2005. And they've been located in some of those planet. I mean, we're talking about Paris, Madrid, Italy, Japan. It's crazy. They're all over the world, and we're actually manufactured by the world's largest and most respected manufacturer in our L'Oreal. Anyone here ever heard of L'Oreal? Yeah. Now, I had heard of L'Oreal from their commercials, but I didn't really know much about their brand. Turns out L'Oreal owns over 500 brands. Okay. Anyone here ever heard of Lancome? Ralph Lauren, Armani, Body Shop, Garnier, Matrix. These are all owned and made and manufactured by L'Oreal. L'Oreal actually approached our company to buy us out, because we are the largest, most successful Dead Sea skincare company on the planet. We're actually the largest retail operation in the kiosks in the malls at this point in time. Not just skincare, but we're the largest kiosk operation in the world. And they wanted to buy our company because that's what L'Oreal does. They find something they like and they buy it. And our CEO, Isaac Benchbot, for those of you who have met him, he's an incredibly humble individual, and his integrity is just at a level that some of us probably will never even understand. And he refused to sell out our company because it's run by friends and family. This is a family-owned company, and will remain so. And for the first time in L'Oreal's history, they arranged a third-party manufacturing agreement where they make our products. We have their quality, their consistency, access to all their formulations and research, their global footprint, but they don't own us or dictate the direction we go with our company. So round of applause for that. That's right? One of the reasons why we did so well, guys, in these crazy little kiosks here is because our products or designed to give immediate results. How many of you got immediate results when you tried that peeling gel on your wrist, or that magnetic mud mix, right? Or that salt and oil scrub? Did you have to wait 30, 60, 90 days to see if your skin would feel better? No, it's instant, right? But also, in this environment, would you agree that it's very hostile, right? It's very, like, people don't like the kiosk. I'm being real. Do people look forward to getting stopped by that creepy Israeli? They're amazing. I love my Israeli lover. But let's be real. You're on your way to Macy's, Victoria's Secret. Last thing you want to do is get sucked into this sales pitch. It's super aggressive, and they're trying to load you up with all these products because they're working on commission. They're here with a work visa. They're out of here in 6 months anyway. You think they generally care about that relationship, or are they just trying? A lot of them are just trying to make a sale. Okay. But the quality of our products was so incredible. The experience people had was so amazing from the products that we. One of the biggest reasons is that, let me ask you, just again, business cap, okay? Your care company, how many people have skin? How many that your friends have skin, and a lot of people have skin challenges. We have something we want to improve about our skin. Everybody, the skincare industry itself is a $200 billion position to grow to over $400 billion by 2016. Massively expanding industry. You have no target market or demographic. Maybe it's overseas. It is everybody, and we proved that in 40 countries. So to the day, I can hear something right now. And here's what's unique about our product. How many of you use skincare products right now? We all have skin. We all use some form of skincare. I was ignorant in the sense of using advanced skincare regimen or luxury items. I didn't use skin. You wash your hair. I'm using anywhere from 5 to 7 products on average. So have anyone ever used lotion? It felt really greasy, really tacky, really oily. It didn't absorb into your skin. It's because it's got a lot of mineral oils and petroleum in it, and that doesn't absorb into the skin. It just lays on the surface. So as soon as you wash your hands, it comes off, right? We use more natural essential oils. Anyone ever your body and it felt really tight? Moisturizers that strip your body down, and then you're putting on moisturizers with petroleum byproducts that really are not doing anything good for your skin. It's stressing your skin out, causing potential challenges. So we use really healthy, clean. Also, the Dead Sea is the biggest difference. Because would you agree, you can go to Whole Foods, you can go to Trader Joe, you can go to the health store and find other naturally based product lines. Yeah. Let's just be real. Are we the only product line out there that uses good natural ingredients? No. But find another skincare line that also utilizes the benefits of the Dead Sea. And this took me a hard time to wrap my mind around, because we're not used to hearing about these incredible, amazing natural resources in the United States. If we go to the doctor, what do they give us? Prescription, right? Topical solutions, antibiotics. Does you ever go to the doctor and like, well, actually, you should rub your body in mud, volcanic mud? No, but that's what they do in a lot. So they do in a lot of European countries, South American countries. It's very popular to use these types of natural elements. And for thousands of years, people have benefited from the Dead Sea. Okay, here's a little bit about the Dead Sea. It's the lowest point on Earth. There's 26 minerals in the Dead Sea. This unique combination of 12 minerals can only be found in that one body of water. Now, when I heard that, I was, anyone here skeptical? I was like, okay, I've heard about the juice that cures cancer and like the herbal extract from Africa that makes your hair grow back. I've heard all these crazy stories that you never really see any viable research or documentation. It's just a lot of people getting jacked up about this product, and once you try it, you're like, I don't even feel any different, right? So I Googled the Dead Sea. It's a real place, guys. I'm for real. It's a real place. And look, getting back to Cleopatra, royalties to visit the Dead Sea, King Herod, Queen of Sheba. It's in the Bible. I was like, okay, that's pretty legit. I'm just saying, regardless of how you feel, spiritual or religious-wise, if something is documented dating back to biblical times, I think we would have found out by now if it was a hoax or if it didn't work. Okay, I doubt people would still be going like, well, let's just try it one more time for 4,000 years. You got Rihanna, you got Paula Abdul, you got countless others. Those are the countless others, in case you're wondering who they are. Thank you for coming, countless others. So we break our skincare line into very simple lines, I guess, within the line. I know we're getting crazy here. Because if you look around, there's a lot of guys, and as you can tell up here, like, I'm not all there in the head. We all do that. Yeah. So for someone like me to have success, or for, like my Marine brother, T2 in the room, for Casey Jones to have success, I'm saying for the average person who's not a dermatologist, who's not an esthetician, who doesn't have all this experience, we have to make it very simplistic because you're looking at a business opportunity. You don't want to be too complicated where people can't figure it out. We had a friend of ours that was working with us who went to school for Paul Mitchell, Steve. He said they had to learn like 37 different types of shampoos and conditioners. I'm like, bro, we got one. It's called the shampoo. That's it. He's like, yeah, that makes more sense. So we've got our foundational regimen, which is for all skin types. Then we have our age-defying regimen, which has peptide technology, and that helps with people who want a more advanced skincare line and want to reduce the signs of aging. We also have a men's line, which is really cool because if you look at skincare right now, men's products are increasing by double digits every single year. I mean, the Super Bowl ran a $4.5 million commercial for men's skincare. You didn't see commercials 10 years ago about men's skincare. Now, every time you pick up a magazine, turn on the TV, if you do that, you'll see it everywhere. Okay, men are getting more savvy, and the baby boomers, right? The baby boomers right now, right? They control 2/3 of the overall purchasing power in the United States. The baby boomers control 2/3 of the purchasing power in the United States. And right now, they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars every single year on anti-aging products, procedures, and things like Botox and plastic surgery. All we're doing is providing people with a better alternative to what they're already doing, providing them better results. And of course, when you can help friends and family in the process, it all makes sense. That's why this is like such a no-brainer for me. Okay? Hair and body, that's where the shampoo went. There you go. So, have you guys ever heard of challenges that people face like psoriasis, eczema, funky feet? I don't even know what that's called, but that's jacked up. Like, put on some socks. I'm just playing. We all got funky feet at some point in time, right? So we're helping a lot of people with these types of challenges, and they're just not finding relief anywhere else. Okay? Now, if you have someone who struggles with something like this, and you can take them from this to this with a handful of products, do you think that they would be excited? Yes. Especially if they can try it for free. Yeah. Especially if they can get upwards to 70% off of what they were used to spending. That's all we're doing. It's so much fun, and it's so cool because we're helping people. It can't be, for me, it can be about beauty and vanity. It can be about health and wellness. Look at this. Man, you think this person's a customer for life? Yeah, probably. Probably. If they're not, they weren't getting these results before, and now they are. Facial products. Now, this is very near and dear to me because I haven't had a lot of skin challenges. I had the occasional breakout, very oily skin, but my fiance has suffered from challenges with acne her entire life. Through high school, she had acne challenges, and then it would, go away and then come back, and go away and come back. She's tried every single product on the market, Proactive, all the high-end brands, all the over-the-counter stuff. When we first started dating, okay, she just turned 35, and she developed severe cystic and hormonal acne at 35 years old, breaking out like she was a teenager. And so she went back to the dermatologist, and he put her on 2 different topicals, a retin-A and benzoyl peroxide. She's taking an oral antibiotic. Okay, guys, I've never seen this happen before because I've never experienced it. But when you're putting chemicals on your face that bleach your pillows and your hand towels, it's probably not good. When your body is trying to throw up the antibiotic because it recognizes it as poison in your body, that's not a good thing, right? And we went through this for months. Her skin literally, because of the chemicals, drying and cracking on her face. And after a while, I said, "Babe, we just can't do this anymore." And she said, "I know." And the acne wasn't improving. So what we did is we put on a full Seacret regimen. We put on, I'm talking about like no joke, mud soap, toner, serum, peeling gel. was the M4, the Miller's magnetic mud mass, because you saw that magnetic attraction, how the biomat, how it pulls everything out. 2 weeks of using these products, a full regimen for her, we did what the dermatologist couldn't do in months. And when you see someone go from layering on piles and piles of makeup and wearing scarves and not wanting to leave the house and things like that because they're self-conscious about their skin, to being able to just cruise out and not worry about wearing makeup and stuff like that, it changes their life esteem. It changes their self-image. So for anyone that thinks like, oh, skincare is just like this weird, you know, beauty and vanity thing, it's not. This is health and wellness, and we're helping a lot of people that are suffering from these types of challenges. If you have a baby with eczema, if you have a teenager with acne, and you know there's something that can help them, why wouldn't you tell them about it? If they decide not to try it, that's on them. But we're on a mission right now to just let people know we exist. Age-defying products. How many of you know people that have tried Botox? Seriously, how many of you know someone who's done Botox? Almost everyone in the room, probably. Okay, now, I mean, Sharice had a friend that like literally brought her to, while she was doing it, it was the most disgusting thing she's ever seen in her entire life. Botulism, injecting toxins into your body to paralyze your face. People are spending thousands of dollars a year on this because they want to go from this to this. They want to go from that to that. I'm not judging anybody. All I'm saying is that if we have a healthy, natural alternative, where we have patented nanosilica technology that does all this crazy stuff, it physically lifts the skin to improve the blood flow and oxygen, to lift and reduce the wrinkles, and we have the clinical studies to show that you reduce these wrinkles, and you can try it for free. Why wouldn't someone want it? Why inject poison into your face when there's a natural alternative and you can try it for free? Do you see why we're crushing it right now, guys? It's insane. Because people have challenges, we have a solution. You put that together, it's called success. And so I'm going to get out of your way very quickly, okay? Because I'm going to let someone take over who's very, very passionate about this next portion. What's happening right now is we're in 40 countries, okay? We're already in 40. We've already done $1.2 billion in 40 countries, guys. Okay? We're not asking you if this company is successful, if this company is having success. Okay? We're just giving you the opportunity to participate with the change of distribution. And to talk more about that in detail, I'm going to bring up one of the most loving, caring, intelligent, amazing women I've ever met. That's why I'm marrying her. Okay? Right? I'm just saying, she has changed my life in so many amazing ways, and I see her passion and conviction and true belief in other people. She has a ability to help people extract things inside them that they didn't even know exist. She helps people really give themselves permission to believe and have faith and dream again. And to talk a little bit more about how this has been a vehicle for us and our family to do that, and for any of those in the room that choose to participate, please help me welcome my beautiful wife to be, Sharice.
How did Tony do, everybody? One time, Yoda was my favorite. I love that man so much. We were just talking, Casey and I were just having this conversation. Tony is like, if like Yoda and Ellen had a baby, right? It would be Tony Jane Greco, right? He's got like the wisdom of Yoda, but like he's funny like Ellen. He kind of looks like Yoda a little bit, dresses like Ellen a little bit. It's a perfect match. So, thank you, baby. Amazing job, Christian. So, how's everybody doing tonight? All right, you guys ready for an incredible evening? I'm super excited. I always am very excited when I get the opportunity to stand in front of the room and speak to so many people about this incredible opportunity that we have with Seacret. So, a little bit about myself. I know Tony shared a little bit about my background a little bit, but my name is Sharice Bliss, and I am a former retail manager from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm a platinum agent with the company. I work this business with my fiance, my daughter, her boyfriend, his mom, his aunt. And we are definitely a family business. And I was initially introduced to this company about 3.5 years ago by a former coworker of mine. And what initially attracted me was, the possibility of financial freedom
and time freedom. But more so for me, guys, was the time freedom, because I was a retail manager. I had the honor and privilege to work for some powerhouse global brands such as BCBG, Max Azria, as well as Victoria's Secret. And, you know, as much fun and as much success as I was having in the industry that I was in the teams that I was building and the relationships that, you know, were coming together for me, I was just tired. You know, I was tired. I worked nights, I worked weekends, I worked holidays. You know, holidays were the hardest for me because when all of you guys were spending time with your families and, you know, everybody's sitting around a dinner table holding hands and drinking wine and telling stories, I was at work. You know, I was at work and I just so desperately wanted to be at that table with my family and just experiencing that moment. And I missed them, really, truly, I missed them a lot. And yeah, I also ran into some medical challenges just because of the pace of which I was working with retail. And so, you know, Tony mentioned I'm a former retail manager. That's because through this blessing, this opportunity of Seacret, we had the opportunity to bring me home from retail full-time in March. So I've been working the business ever since with my family, all of them, and all of these wonderful people in this room here as well. And it's just been amazing. So really, you know, it's just my mission to go out there and share the product, share the opportunity, because there are other people out there looking for this opportunity. There are other people that are struggling with skin challenges the way I was struggling with skin challenges. There are other people that are looking to supplement some income so that maybe they can spend some more time with their families as well. So that's why I love this product and this opportunity so much. So if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to share some information that was shared with me about 3.5 years ago. If you guys are ready, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, awesome. So why are we transitioning into relationship marketing, guys? So as Tony mentioned, 40 countries now are converting from the retail to relationship marketing model. He also mentioned that we have proven products with sales over $1 billion and counting. Again, that's $1 billion with a B. I mentioned I was a retail manager. Let me just tell you about a company that does $1 billion in anything. You have to have a product that people want. You have to have a product that people love. And in this case, we have a product that delivers instant results and quality and consistency. That's how you do $1 billion in anything in a retail environment. So products are now sold directly from our manufacturer to our consumers. So what that means, guys, is that we're just basically cutting out the middleman. No more global distributor, no more local distributor, no more retailer. You know, as my fiance mentioned, he had 2 kiosks here with his business partner, Sean and Knight. And the overhead on the kiosks, guys, just to own a kiosk is crazy. You know, they were spending anywhere between $5,000 upwards, you know, to like $8,000 during the holiday season just for rent. Just for rent. So when you're thinking about just paying rent, right, you still have to cover your employees, right, because they're working for you. You have to pay for your, you know, your associates to work for you. Now you have overhead costs such as, you know, internet and supplies, products, all that stuff. So that's salt and oil that you guys experience out there. Who experienced the salt and oil out there? Amazing, right? We had to sell that salt and oil product for $49.95 because we had to pay so much overhead. But now because we're cutting out all of the middlemen from this, local distributor, etc., it drives the cost of the product way down. So now you're able to experience that amazing product instead of for $50 for $19.99. That's pretty incredible, right? So what that does is it brings a better value to our consumers and a major profit to you, our agents, who are out there sharing the product and sharing the opportunity at half the price. And we're also sharing our wealth with our agents instead of paying, you know, somebody else to stand in a mall for 8 hours all day long on their feet. We're saying, let's pay the people that are out there enjoying these products, that are really having a lot of success using them, and let's give the wealth back to them. Good?
Oh, yeah.
All right. You guys still with me?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's pretty quiet tonight. And first of all, you know what, you guys? Before I go any further, everybody give yourselves a round of applause quickly. Why I'm going to tell you this. Because Summerfest is going on right now, or as I like to call it, Bummerfest. Nothing like getting, you know, booze spilled all over you and people stepping on you. I'm a little person, man, without these heels, and I get trampled at Summerfest. So, you know, you guys really could have chosen to be anywhere, you know, in the city of Milwaukee tonight, especially Summerfest. It's a big distraction this time of year. So you guys are amazing just for getting your butts in these seats tonight, being here, and just wanting to make a commitment to this. So thank you guys again. So moving right along, advantages to becoming a Seacret agent. So one of the great things is that in this environment, in this company, we can get paid daily, weekly, and monthly, however you're choosing to participate. You can build a business in your spare time. This business is really meant to be built in minutes. So it's really great that you can schedule your appointments and your time around your schedule versus you now working around your work schedule to do everything else that comes along in your life, right? Home-based businesses have great tax advantages. Let me tell you guys, I have traveled all over the United States with my family, with this company, and every single time I step into another state, it's a tax write-off. And it's amazing to be able to travel like that and go to another state and be able to write it off as a business write-off. We have, secret agent getaways and trips that our company's always running promotions. Ignacio Padilla, he actually just came back from a big cruise in Catalina Islands. Yeah. He doesn't remember much of the trip, but we'll just say it was Mexico. Thank God he came back in one piece. You made it back. Hallelujah. We also have exclusive Apple and T-Mobile discounts, guys. Agent insurance is also available. Existing global customer base, that's huge, guys, huge. So if you are really thinking about this from a business standpoint, that's a clue. Write that down. Existing global customer base. Because we are now taking a brand that already did $1 billion in retail, okay? I don't have to convince you of anything. I don't convince you that the products work. I don't have to convince you that this is a great opportunity. What I'm telling you is that it is, and I know it is because we've already done it in a retail environment, right? World-class training and development, you guys, we've got the best training on the planet. A lot of us just went to a leadership summit a little while ago, about a month ago. We were not only trained by all of our top income earners, but Les Brown was there speaking. My God, I'm not a crier, but I was crying that day, boy, let me tell you. It was incredible. No inventory necessary. Has anybody ever had a friend that maybe works in another direct sales company, Mary Kay, Avon, Passion Party, Scentsy Candle, whatever it may be? Have you ever noticed that a lot of times they have to stock up on inventory, and then when you order that product, they have to get in their car with that inventory and drive it all over town to get it to you, right? It doesn't work like that here. You guys don't need that, and that's why this is truly one of the wave of the future, the way we set up this business model with this company. Because online shopping is big, is it not? Okay. That's one of the reasons, too, why we see a big decline in retail when I was a retail manager, unless you were on my team, that's totally different story. But with those people, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But it's the way of the future, guys, right? No, I got the opportunity to listen to my CEO speak maybe about a month or two ago it was, and he talked about how in the next 3 years, 25% of the biggest retailers, the big box retailers that we know today, are no longer going to be in existence. And the reason is because it's more convenient for people to shop online. You guys, let's be honest, we live in Wisconsin, right? When it's Christmas and you're looking outside and it's 20 below zero and you're looking at 12 inches of snow, are you excited to get in your car, bundle up, to drive to the shopping mall, take the chance of driving in that weather, right? Because nobody wants to drive in that stuff, just so you can get Aunt Mary the scarf that she wanted for Christmas. No, you're not excited about it at all. And this is another great reason why this is such a great business model, because what we're doing here is we're allowing people the convenience of shopping online, and then the products get just drop shipped straight directly to them, to their door. No hassles, no running around, no worrying about winter, no worrying about Christmas, no worrying about any of that. Also, you can earn free personal secret products, which is amazing. There's a lot of companies out there that have something which is called internal consumption, where a lot of their distributors are paying out a couple of $100 every month to keep themselves activated as distributors by buying the product. Our company said, you know what, you refer 4 people to this company, and guess what, you're going to get your product for free. That's incredible right there because of the generosity of our leadership. And we have fun working with our friends and our family, guys. I love coming to Monday nights, even though we're a little light tonight because some people are at Bummerfest, but I love coming to this community because I get to see all of my friends, all of my family, my friends that I consider to be family, and it's just fun. It's just great to be in an environment where people are cheering for you instead of waiting for you to turn around and stabbing you in the back. That in itself is worth, coming into the business. So guys, we have multiple ways that we can build our business, and you can choose to participate in any way that you'd like, right? So we've got our wow parties, our spa parties, where you can, invite multiple people out to, a home or wherever you choose to have this wow party, and just slap a bunch of mud on people and have some fun and watch some amazing results. We have our one-on-one sit-downs. That's my daughter and Casey right there. I believe they were in Chicago meeting up with somebody just to show them a couple of really highly demonstratable products that we have. We have local and regional events. This is one of our local events, and coming up in a couple of weeks, we have another big regional coming with one of our 6-figure earners that's coming up. We have secret regimen samples. Does anybody know anybody that lives in another state? In another country, how about? We have a great way to tap into that market, into those people, and we don't want to exclude anybody. So if you send them out a secret regimen sample, long distance, you have the opportunity to be able to put product on people that are no longer in the state. We have live webinars and trainings, and of course, we have online and social media as well. So there's 5 ways that we earn here with this company. The first is going to be retail commission, guys. This is super simple. Retail, you buy wholesale, and you sell, at full price at retail. So again, the salt and oil scrub that I talked about earlier, it retails for $49.95. Your agent, because you get access to wholesale pricing, is $19.99. That's a profit to you guys of $30. Now, I know we're not going to, become billionaires with, a profit of $30. Nobody is taking trips to, the south of France by just getting a product out there and making $30 a week. But let's look at this, how this adds up. If you retail just one of those a week, just one product a week that profited you $30, it'd be $120 a month. If you retail 2 of those a week, that's $240, dollars in 1 month. How many months are in 1 year? 12. So if we're looking at the long term of that, that's almost $3,000 a year, guys. With that short-term money, you can immediately pay for gas, cell phone, groceries, all those little things that really add up that we don't think about, that we dish out money for every day. Otherwise, if you're saving up for a vacation, maybe a kid's college fund, a little bit of that, $240 a month, can really go a long way. You're able to change some lives and get yourself out of debt with some of that money. The next is our VIP customer program. We have VIP customer perks. So here's how it works. If you are a VIP customer, we like to give you the hookup, because who likes the hookup?
Yeah.
There's so many different rewards cards out there, right? I just signed up for another rewards card. I don't get that. I got so many in my wallet. I went to Charming Charlie's the other day. Have you ever heard of Charming Charlie's? Yeah. It's like this ginormous accessory store. And she's like, "Oh, I see you're not nice in my system." And I'm like, "I'm not. Here, take all my information." It's like, it's just easy. Everybody wants the hookup, right? Because of course, for every dollar you spend, you get some sort of incentive. So that's basically what our VIP customer program is. So the perks of becoming a customer is that they get the hookup, right? When you sit down with somebody, 9 times out of 10, they don't tell you they want one product. They tell you they want like 5, 6, 7, 8 products, because the products are so truly amazing. So what we can do is we can really give them a lot of product for less money. So they're looking at getting 40 to 60% off of retail. They get personalized products, right, because they get their own VIP suite. Remember, I talked about being able to order at the comfort of your home online. So they can go into their VIP suite, they can pull up their information, and they can personalize all of their products. There's no contracts, no monthly commitments, and they can earn free product credit and rewards the same that agents can. So if they refer 4 people, guess what? They're getting free product as well. Pretty cool, right? Secret agents. There is a benefit to secret agents acquiring customers for a VIP program. So what it means to you as an agent is that you earn 25% on first-time customers. You earn you earn free unlimited product credit as well, residual income, and global revenue sharing. So how it basically works, guys, is that on average, the average order for a customer is right around $100, okay? So if you are averaging 25% of a $100 order, that's giving you $250 in commissions paid daily. You have to wait a week. You don't have to wait a month. You're going to get paid on that daily, right? You get $250 in free product credit, and also that qualifies you to be part of our global customer pool share, which is quite incredible. All the VIP customers around the world, they go into a pool, and as long as you hit that 10 VIP customers, you get 1 share. The more you have, the higher the shares, the more shares you get. So it's incredible to know that you're, building your business in Wisconsin, but there's other people building in Germany, they're building in Mexico, they're building in Korea, they're building in Japan, and you're going to get a piece of everybody else's efforts, right? Just because you're going out and you're acquiring customers. Is that exciting?
Yeah.
Are you guys excited?
Oh, yeah.
That jacks me up out of my mind. You guys look like you're not excited about that. Nacho, you have to count it, brother. And here it goes up, guys. As I mentioned before, 15 VIP customers. Now you're looking at $375 in commission, $375 in free product, and 2 global customer pool shares. Pretty awesome. Team commissions, guys. I love team commissions. Does anybody here love team sports?
Yeah.
I love team sports, and it's seriously, there's just something about sports that I love, and there's something about the efforts of multiple people, they're reaching towards one common goal to have success that just gets me jacked up. It gets me so fired up. The ability to watch people win and have success together, it excites me, okay? So here is another way that we build wealth in our community. So team commissions. Who's the guest in the room tonight? Stacy. Stacy, high five. All right, everybody welcome Stacy. She's our newest. Love it. Give her a warm agent welcome. I need water for this, guys. All right, so Stacy's our newest secret agent, right? So Stacy let's just say that you are out there and you are jacked up and you are excited and you are talking to people not only about the products, but you're sharing the opportunity with them. So all we do in this company is we build 2 teams, right? Same with, you're thinking about like a team organization, like football, right? Of course, I'm talking about football. So this is you, the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. All you're going to do is you're going to acquire an offense and you're going to acquire a defense, right? So you want to go out and find 2 team captains, team captain 1, team captain 2. This is how simple it is, guys. Stacy, you go out, you start talking to people, you start sharing the opportunity, and let's say Felicia and Paige, they come out and they say, I'm looking to supplement a couple of extra $100, maybe this month or every month just to, pay off a car bill or a credit card bill or whatever the case may be. So now you have Felicia, who is your offense, team captain 1, and you have Paige, who is your defense, team captain 2, and guess what they're going to go out and do? Exactly, they're going to do the same thing that you just did. So Felicia is going to go out and she's working the business for her own reasons, right? She wants to do this, because she has 2 beautiful children, a husband at home. She wants some extra money for vacation because she loves to travel. So she's out there and she's saying, I'm going to do this because these are the things that I love in life and this is what I want to provide for my family. So Felicia goes out and she finds Aunt Cindy and she finds T2. Now, you knew Felicia, right? But did you not know? You didn't know Aunt Cindy, right? And you sure didn't know T2 either. Right? So they're going to do the same thing. So Aunt Cindy goes out and Aunt Cindy says, I'm going to talk to Darlene. And Darlene says, oh my gosh, I'm so excited I want to be on your football team. So then Darlene goes out and she says, I'm going to talk to Rose. And Rose says, okay, I'm going to talk to Angie. And see, this thing gets really big and it starts to grow away from you. And then guess what Paige is going to do? She was your other first team captain, right? She's going to do the exact same thing. Paige, of course, she's building this business again for her own reasons. She wants to move, to the West Coast someday, so she's just out there, she's talking, she's sharing, she's excited, and she grabs a couple of people and says, hey, I've got this amazing opportunity, come take a look. So Casey Jones comes on board, Stephen Raven comes on board, they both have their reasons, and guess what? They're going to do the same exact thing. Casey grabs Heather, Heather grabs Angelo, Steve grabs Spidey, Spidey grabs Roxanne, and everybody's just building for their own reasons, and this is how this team really, really grows fast, it grows large, and it starts to grow away from you. Because people are really doing this for their own special reasons, right? And you started the business because of your reasons, but they're now in it because they also see opportunity for themselves. So how this works, guys, it's exactly like that. It just multiplies its duplication. You can earn approximately up to $10,000 in monthly residual with only a 10% success rate, right? Like if you tried to fail, like really, really bad, if you were like, I just stuck at this business, I'm not going to do anything, right? Even a 10% success rate is still $1,000 in monthly residual income. Are you happy? Yeah, that's awesome. This is the cap, guys. I'm a little disappointed with the $25,000 a week. We're going to try and up that. No, I'm just kidding. Can you guys live up to $25,000 a week?
Maybe.
Lord knows I could. I know, it might be hard for me. I have a bit of a fashion habit. My daughter has a bit of my fashion habit. She's always in my closet. So I think I do need to raise this to 50. We need this cap up to 50 so I can support my daughter's clothing habit. Okay, guys. Here is another way that we get compensated within the company, leadership check match. I absolutely love this portion, of the compensation plan. And here's the reason why. When I was building my teams in my traditional business and retail, I got a lot of pride and I felt a lot of, it just felt good for me to be able to watch other people succeed. My favorite thing was to develop people and to watch them grow, and not just within the company that we were in, but to watch them take whatever we were doing there and translate it into something else inside their lives and just go on things. So I love leadership check match because this gives you leader. Which is one of the things that I'm really happy with by sharing the opportunity, and they're doing about $1,000 in team commissions altogether. You are going to get a 20% check match based off of her team commissions because you really wanted to see Felicia succeed. What that means to you is a $200 match for just helping Felicia out. Do you want to help Felicia out? Yeah, absolutely. Down here, this is Paige, right? She's been in it maybe a little bit longer, so maybe she's got a bigger team and she knows how to build a little bit faster. But right now, her teams are going at about $10,000 in team commissions total. You're going to get 20% of that because you were vested in Paige's success, right? That's going to be a $2,000 check match for you. So just off of this portion of the compensation, plan alone, that's about $2,200 in check matches. That's not including your retail sales. That's not including your VIP customers. That's not including your team commissions. That's just in leadership check match. Do you want more leaders on your team?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to see more people win and succeed? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And that's why I love this company, because it says, you know what? Your success is everyone's success. And if you're out there and you're just looking for a way to make a quick buck, it's not going to happen here. You must help people in order to have success with this company. And that is the difference between Seacret and everybody else out there. All right, guys. Hey, guess what? More money's coming. We also have rank advance and drive your dream bonuses, guys. The company just really loves to compensate people for their hard work, which is another thing that I love. In one of my other companies, my team bonused constantly based off of the amount of efforts and hard work and success that we had. Every time that we were bringing in more money than was what we were planned to do every month, I was compensated for it. But guess what? There was no chance at all, no matter how much extra money that I brought into this team, that I was going to wake up with a $1 million bonus in my bank account one day. Just not going to happen. It didn't matter how much money I raked in and how much success we were having. It just wasn't going to happen. Is there anybody in this room right now that has the ability to wake up to a $1 million bonus in their bank account working their traditional job right now? Nobody? I love it. I love it. So this is one of the reasons why I love this portion of the compensation plan, because it allows you to dream again, guys. It allows you to get compensated for the amount of effort that you are putting into the work that you are doing, right? Everybody in this room is hardworking, aren't we? Everybody out there is trading right now their time for money, and you're working really hard. You're working really hard for somebody else. Why not work really hard for yourself? This is how Drive Your Dream works, okay? Every 4 weeks, as long as you maintain one of these ranks up here, you will continue to get this bonus every week. Every time you rank up to a new bonus, or excuse me, to a new rank, you're going to get a one-time rank advance bonus for ranking up. Right now, sitting in this room, probably somebody maybe next to you, probably somebody maybe. Weird. There are people right now halfway through this compensation plan sitting in this room. So don't tell me that it can't be done, because I've seen it done, and I've not only seen it done in this community, but I've seen it done around the United States with other people that I've had the opportunity to meet and greet and have some fun with at our events. So this is achievable, this is obtainable, and our Drive Your Dream bonus really isn't designed to be about, driving a fancy car or buying a Rolex or showing people what we're flashy and what we're doing in this company. Our Drive Your Dream bonus is really designed to work around whatever your dream is. Yeah. Yes. Yes, give that a round of applause. It's not about how much we can show people. It's not about, just telling everybody we're a flash in the pants company and, today we've got money and tomorrow it might be gone. This is about investing in your future. What does your future hold? I'm not sure. But whatever your dream is, that's what we want you to succeed at. Maybe it's, moving to, California or Arizona. Maybe it's, I don't know, a kid's college fund. Maybe it's, maybe it is to acquire a nice car. Maybe you've driven, a beater for a while and you're looking to just drive something nicer. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe you want to fund a charity. Maybe you want to start a nonprofit. Maybe you want to give to your church. Whatever your dream is, guys, it is your ability to take this money and use it towards whatever that is. So start dreaming again. That's what I love so much about this company, is it allows you that opportunity to dream again. We get stuck in the rut of everyday life, and we're not dreaming. We're not doing anything. We're mechanical. We're robots, because everything is on a daily routine. Go to work, get the kids, drive home, whatever it is that you have to do. And you're doing it out of necessity. You're not doing it because you want to. You're doing it because you have to. Stop. Stop it. If you're here today and you're taking a look at this opportunity, I'm telling you right now, this is your time to dream. So 2 ways to get started, guys. How do we get started? You can either become a customer, right? You can become a retail customer and enjoy great products. VIP Elite customers receive over 50% off of retail value, and we earn free products. We are very, very quick, not only to judge, but also to run out to the next billion-dollar brand and support their businesses. I can promise you the CEOs of those companies are billionaires. Their kids are billionaires. Their kids are billionaires, right? Somebody in this room has a dream. Maybe it's not to be a billionaire. Maybe it's just to take their family on a vacation. Maybe it's just to help their mother retire. So please, if you don't see an opportunity for yourself today, it's okay. We still love you. We're not gonna throw you out of the room. We're not gonna kick you out. We're not gonna never talk to you again. But just please support them because they have some dreams and they have some ambitions and they have some goals. So please help them reach those goals. The next way is to become a secret agent. How you can do this is you can position yourself early to profit. You can share the products and help others share the products as well, as we talked about with Stacy. And you can use your secret tools to do everything else. And you have tons of tools that you can utilize within this company, and a lot of people that you can help, that you can leverage and have them help you out in your business. It's $49 for your starter set. So basically, with your $49, you get your virtual back office, which is super cool, and they keep updating it all the time. How many of you are on Facebook? You know how easy it is because you're looking at a feed and you're just scrolling up and you're seeing like everybody's crazy comments and their great videos. They've done so many improvements with their virtual back office. It's the same thing. You can go into your back office and it scrolls in live time. So it's like a news feed in live time, so you can really feel the pulse of your organization and see what your teams are doing out there. I mean, that in itself is worth more than $49. Also, you get all of your marketing tools. Your marketing tools. Sorry, you have to look out. He gave me a Tic Tac back there. I think it was laced with speed or something. But all your marketing tools, again, come with that $49. And what you're going to want to do next, guys, is you're going to want to launch your business with a builder set. Right. So if you open a shoe store, what would you want to have? Shoes. If you open a restaurant, what would you want to have? Food. If you had a puppy store, what would you want to have? Puppies. Exactly. So why would you want to have a skincare business and not have any skincare? Exactly, guys. And I'll just tell you, the people in this room right now that have made the commitment to sign up with these packages, they are truly having the most success right now within the business. Because you have to demonstrate these in order to show people, what we have to offer them. So there's a couple different ways that you can start. There's a couple of packages that are a little bit for everybody. The professional set is $16.99. It retails for $4,234, guys. It's a full product line with duplicates. You're superstar eligible. You have check match unlocked, immediate pay increase, and bronze quote for 90 days, which is huge. So immediately you're looking at your return on investment coming to you much sooner because now you're quoted in for higher commissions. We have our special agent, which is $14.50. It retails at $3,700. You get the blue, green, and body line if you are, again, superstar eligible. The check match is unlocked again, immediate pay increase in your bronze quote for 90 days. And then we have our premium, which is $5.15. It retails at $13.24. You get the complete blue line, your wow factor products, and your superstar eligible again. So I don't know what fits into your economic status right now or where you can see yourself getting started with this business, but I promise you, you have to get started. You just have to get started, and just finding out which works best for you within one of these is a great way to get it done. So, training and support, guys. We have online trainings, conference calls, Seacret Academy, international conventions. We always say that you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. We have online boot camps. We have our academy, which is going to be tonight, right after this business briefing. So if you're interested in staying around and just seeing how we really interact as a group, as a family, and the types of trainings we have, I urge you to stay tonight to check that out. And real life's changed. If I could just quickly have a couple of people just stand up very quickly and just share a 30 to 60-second testimony, either about the product or the opportunity. Stephen Raymond, if you could just stand up and share your story quickly.
Stephen Raymond from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Prior to Seacret, I delivered furniture for a living, but one of the most important parts of Seacret for me is the driver dream bonus. It allows me to give a set amount to my parents' household while my dad went through his battle with cancer, and even now that he's beat that battle. So that's what's most
It's funny. Looking so good tonight.
When I first joined Seacret, I had almost nothing and no self-esteem. This company's actually given me a lot of self-esteem and has built me as a person. This is what Seacret is for me as a community. Wow.
You can't have me up here presenting and then like almost in tears. That doesn't work for you. But I just wanted you guys, thank you guys very much for just giving us a brief 60-second testimony. It's one thing when you hear somebody speaking in front of the room about the type of success that they're having, but it's another thing to hear somebody else's story that's sitting right in the room with you that can also give you, a personal testimony about the type of success they're having, or just, the way this community is changing people's lives. So, what is your dream, guys? I don't know what your dream is. What's your lifestyle? What would you do if you didn't have to work for money any longer? I will tell you something. I'll be really, really honest with you guys. I'll be very transparent. When I left Victoria's Secret, I was making really good money. Now, Tony and I have a big wedding coming up. Big wedding coming up, my God. In September. And it scared me, like the fear of knowing that I was leaving something very secure, something that came with a very, very, secure amount of pay. And I just thought to myself, I'm not sure, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to transition out of this and walk away and not constantly, think about, the money. And what if the money doesn't come? And what if it doesn't work out? Let me just tell you something. I don't even think about the money. In fact, the day I walked out of there, I stopped thinking about the money. Because with the amount of time and the time freedom that I have to spend with my family, you cannot put a price on that. Right. And I catch myself all the time just smiling, just cause. Because the money doesn't matter. What matters is now I'm with my friends, my family, my loved ones. And that is it's not worth all the amount of money in the world. So what would you do with all of your free time? Who are the people that you would help? There's a lot of organizations that, I'd love to start helping, and I know there's a lot of people in this community that have giving, caring hearts, and there's other people that want to help those communities as well. I'm not sure what that dream is for you, but think about it. Truly, think about it. If there's so many places that you want to go, and so many people that you want to see, and so many people that you want to help, now's the time. We're never promised tomorrow. Today's the day. Don't wait tomorrow, start now. And if you're looking for the right opportunity and the right vehicle, this is it. So where do you see yourself, guys? We always say that there's 3 people in this company who are either an A, a B, or a C. We touched on this earlier. Maybe you just see yourself as a customer, and that's great. If that's the case, just support the person that brought you out. Buy a couple of products from them. I promise you'll not regret it. In fact, you'll probably be referring more people to the product. Or maybe you're a B, but I get questions, and I get it. Sometimes I talk really fast. And so if that's you and you're left scratching your head and you're a little confused, please don't just run out of the room when we're done with this presentation. There's a lot of experts here in the room that can answer those questions for you and direct you in the right direction so that you can make the choice for yourself. And maybe you're an A, and that's an agent, like a lot of us in this room tonight. And I'll just tell you, it's an amazing experience being a part of this community. And so if that is you, if you are an agent and you are ready to find fire and passion again within yourself and for your families, if you are ready to lock arms with an incredible group of people that want to see more success for you than you probably want to see for yourself, this is it. So I want to be the first to welcome you to Seacret. Thank
My baby. My baby.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's like, I didn't get to introduce myself You ready? Lighters up. Lighters up. I'm down. So, you guys thank you first of all.
I didn't understand. Maybe it's because we came in a little bit later.
I'm supposed to leave it there so it blocks the iPhone. But definitely, really do. I do that about myself and then hearing it come from other people. That pique your curiosity. You're like, why not? You know she's not going to stop. And she knows that you also know that she's probably you know that nobody else would, like a traditional job or a boss or anything like that. Like she's the best at you're not being brought into a business by anyone. You know, and that's how you love it. That's what I love. Yeah, I don't want to push any more than like you're already but I got to back you know, we say that all the time, you know, something really excited, you know, she's like, so you just talk about
Well, sorry, but they kept just letting it run and then the American.
You know everyone too, right? Is that the intermission show?
Here we got, that's what we got. 10 minutes? 9 minutes?
No. Doesn't say.
But then there's more. It's like a little bit more. They don't do it by using all the inside, but this one you have. I don't know if it's great. But it takes a long time to transition a loyal consumer. Both of our missions got lots of anyone that's ever made any never got to like really and the guy no, not even here. August is when we went down to Phoenix. September is when we signed up. 9-10 months, yeah.
Thank you for keeping that warm for me. I appreciate that very much.
sell about, yeah, over 3. There's enough to put Yeah, we're not going to come on before it's not a people business, it's a volume business.
We are not sitting here, we are not network marketing. We are secret. With the community that we have, we're going to win it. We're going to win so big.
We're so thankful that we're able to pay it forward to you guys and just help you. Let's all grab the boat.
We're in the right place at the right time and incredible business.
We work together, we stay together, and we build something.
The truth is, we got the most amazing leaders on the planet. It's really good. I'm here to read to do what it takes to do. Our goal is about rising up a group of people together in prosperity. Why would the kind of money that's being created here, and the generosity of this company, it's crazy.
Money will always come and go, but the good things you do, just stay with you forever.
You have the most secret community.
You wake up every day knowing that no one does it alone.
And I pray for the opportunity. I pray for this.
And a lot of us have walls in our life. I have a lot of walls in my life that are supporting me that
now we gotta decide what's going on our past and people our future. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. The soul of the future has to be greater on it than the way your past.
Don't just sit there and watch the people around you. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I giving it all I got? You are in charge of that life that you live in.
It's you that's going to determine your success. And if you don't get this down, I can start for you.
You go out there and take your time to empower.
Look at this cash money.
We're going to take this company, guys. We're going to take everybody in this room to be a brilliant company.
This is going to be a legacy company, and I want to be a part of it. You can find the best compensation price, you can find the best products, and that's the leadership of this company that is so incredible.
Just so you know, we go to utilize every week that in the future.
I gave you the awareness, but I know it because I went out there and I did it because I was inspired in my heart.
You have to believe in yourself. You equip and empower enough other people, you will have the lifestyle you want. Let
You're right.
This is for everyone here. This is about the health of us.
They go, wow.
Don't you guys agree? This is like what you guys are looking for in this organization. You need to up here. You need to up here. That's what I'm talking about. When you think of leadership, everything is direction. You think of vision. I've never learned anything when I think of direction, but I learned everything when I ask questions. The greatest service of opportunity that you're ever going to have. What is your dream? What is your dream right now? I mean, what is it that you would love to have in your life? I'm excited about it. This is going to really be life-changing.
All right, guys. How was that first half? Jacked up? All right. Well, hey, welcome to the Tony and Sheree Show. Thank you guys, agents that are here and our guests that stuck around. We're excited to have you here for the second half of our business briefing. So let me go backwards first. Ignite, who's registered? Woo! Yay, I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's like 3 weeks after my wedding. So I'm going to be like floating and then I'm going to be like floating again. So it's going to be so exciting. I urge you, if you are not registered for this event, you must make it happen. There's nothing, I say this all the time, there's just absolutely no way that you can describe, the excitement, the trainings, the environment. It is second to none, put up against anything else in this world, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. Not only will it ignite your business, but, personally, it will really do some great things for you developmentally. Also, we have Mr. John C. Maxwell, who's going to be our keynote speaker. I'm very excited about that. As I mentioned earlier, I had the opportunity to hear from Mr. Les Brown at Peak, which is incredible. John C. Maxwell holds a very special place in my heart personally, just because it was the first, developed, and I'm really kind of be able to, hear one of my mentors speak live on a stage in front of me. It's just going to be incredible, and I know it's going to do so many things for so many other conventions. So make sure you get check it out. Look at these two beautiful faces up here. We've got Mr. and Miss Amy Oyen, two absolutely incredible individuals. Amy and I together before partnering with Seacret, and she is amazing. Let me just tell you about this lady. She really has the ability to lead, and touch people on a different level. And she had so much success in her last, company. And it's just amazing to be able to transition and work with her in this company as well, because she's somebody that I always looked up to and always aspired to be. And now I have that opportunity to be in the same company with her. So it's great. And then Mr. Stephen Raymond, you guys heard his story. He's an incredible individual as well, who at one time said he was never going to get in front of this room. And here he is. He has grown and he has stretched right before our very eyes. In our old facility, he used to sit back in the AV room, and he would just sit there in his little comfort zone, and he would never get out. And now just to see him up here, having success and sharing that success with other people and showing other people how to have that type of success. It's just amazing to see him up here. So make sure you guys get here. That's next Monday, July 6th. Same bat time, same bat channel. Get your guests here. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then we have a regional coming up, which is going to be Saturday, July 18th with Mr. David Yanamini. This dude is crazy. I love David Yanamini. Has anybody in the room ever had the opportunity to meet Mr. Yanamini before? Yes, our dolphins in the room have met him, no surprise. He's incredible. Who knows Tim Herr? Everybody loves Tim Herr, right? That's Tim Herr's brother-in-law. So, yeah, he's incredible. He's a dolphin just like Tim. He's intense just like Tim, but a little bit goofier than Tim. He's also a huge Green Bay Packer fan. So him and I are going to be spitting some football while he's here. I've got somebody coming in that's going to really want to just sit down and have an intense talk about the Packers with me. So it's going to be incredible, you guys. So make sure you're here. And not only that, make sure that your guests are here as well, because your guests are always free. The beautiful Lisa Marie in the back of the room, she has tickets available today. So please don't leave the room without getting a ticket. They are going to be prices, Lisa? $20, and they're going to remain $20, correct? Day of. 25. So $20 leading into the event. If you show up the day of without a ticket, you will be paying $25 for a ticket. Felicia.
Are you guys going to record it? Because I know I can't make it, and I really want to make it.
Yes, we will be. No, we will not be. Just kidding. We are not recording anything. I'll record it on my phone for you, and then I'll email it.
I'll record it for $20.
Okay, and Casey.
For winning the first 10 to do the 20 exposures, that's you get free tickets.
Correct. So anybody that hit the challenge that we set out a couple weeks ago, which was to put mud on 20 people. The first 10 people to put mud on 20 people. Go ahead, you want to interject?
Yeah. The first 10 people to accomplish that get to attend the barbecue and comedy cafe.
Yes.
The top VIP enroller and the top
agent enroller are the ones who get complimentary tickets and the other. Got that? So you better start putting some agents in the business, peeps.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Maybe you need to go to Summerfest. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys have a lot of this year. Have a couple beers. Watch me have it too. Okay, guys. So as Tony mentioned a couple weeks ago, we are reformatting our second half of our training. Something that we had done, previously is that we are going to start off with a personal development video, kind of get the the myelins flowing, strengthen some of those, and just help you guys achieve some of the goals that you have. So without further ado, I'm going to lead you with this video.
The point of ballet is to make it look effortless, but beneath all of that, it's the most difficult thing I could imagine. Ballet can completely break you, and it's pretty all-or-nothing. When did you start dancing? I didn't start studying ballet seriously at City Ballet School until 14, which is pretty late. A lot of girls start when they're like 6, 7, 8, and I started in level 3 with the 11-year-olds.
Did you ever feel dejected because you were older, thinking that you had to do so much more to catch up?
So I would leave the class almost every day and go cry in the bathroom before coming back in, because the 11-year-olds were so talented. It was really depressing, and I thought about quitting all this time. What did you do? It's hard because you don't see improvement day to day, but eventually you see just a glimpse, and that feels so good. You can see that you've accomplished something.
Tell me about some of the competitions that you won.
This year we did participate in the Youth America Grand Prix, the biggest student ballet competition in the world, and I ended up winning the silver medal. So I received a scholarship to the Royal Ballet School. I was accepted to Harvard this year, but I'm choosing to defer.
And how difficult is it to get into the Royal Ballet School?
I think it's harder than Harvard. It's definitely a dream come true.
You have a very distinct ritual when it comes to performance and ballet. Can you tell me about that?
So part of the ritual for me is a very set routine for preparing your body, and in doing such a repetitive and specific warm-up, you also get your mind into that sort of Zen zone. I just sit down, close my eyes, and then I rehearse my dance in my head. Sometimes I'll put in earbuds, but the music activates the muscle memory when you're dancing. I like to visualize all the dance and go through each step in my mind, just thinking about the movements and also really trying to feel them in my body. You do the ideal in your head and hope it translates.
What pressure are you under? How high are the stakes for you?
As a student, each performance matters so much because you just don't have as many. And in the competitions, you only have one chance on stage. It's a lot of pressure. The visualization is so important because it shows me what I'm going for, what I'd like the performance to be. I get really nervous, so if my mind goes blank on stage, the muscle memory kind of kicks in because your body recognizes like what's going on and what's going to happen.
What lessons have you learned about success?
The most surprising thing for me is just when success can come. I mean, when I started and I were near the top of my class, I had never imagined any of this. I really fell in love with dance when I discovered classical ballet, and it's kind of strange, but what I like the most about it is just how challenging it is, and the improvement that you see is directly proportional to what you put in. You decide how hard you work, and you decide how much better you get, and it's all on you. Just that independence and control is really fascinating.
I hope you enjoyed this episode about Rio's dream of becoming a professional ballerina and the rituals that are helping her get there. To see more rituals of extraordinary people, please click here to subscribe. And for another episode, please click here to watch now.
Ritual swimming is so important for me. Every day my body gets to be immersed in the bay. I can't imagine my life without it now.
Now, I know we don't have a lot of ballerinas in the room, but there were a lot of nuggets in that video. Did you guys pick up on those? Yes. We talk a lot about, visualization. We've had trainers in front of the room and they talk about visualizing your success. Visualizing yourself at the stage, visualizing getting your ring and your doing your six-figure speech. And we talk a lot about rituals in DMO, daily method of operation. And so those were two of the key points that she touched on in her video. She was a 14-year-old dancer that was starting with a class of 11-year-olds that were like whooping her butt. Like they were so much far more advanced than what she was at 14. And in a matter of 3 years, she turned into, a prima ballerina that is now, on a professional career path with the Royal Ballet. She deferred her, schooling with Harvard University, to pursue her passion. That right there was big in itself because she kind of went against the grain of what is supposed to be, like what society says you're supposed to do in order to have success, to lead with what she was passionate about. I think another thing that I really loved so much was that she talked about her daily ritual and getting into her Zen zone. And by focusing on that ritual and focusing on the visualization, she talked about muscle having memory. So as nervous as she was getting in front of that room when she would perform, as a former dancer, I had the opportunity to perform in front of hundreds of people. When I was a ballet dancer, I was a principal dancer with the company. And sometimes your nerves take over more than, everything that you've worked up to in that point. But through visualization and through that muscle memory and through prepping herself for the steps that she needed to have that success, she really put herself in that position. She became the ball, right? You hear, be the ball, be the ball, be the ball. Well, she was the ball in order to have that type of success. And I think another thing that really stood out, I think that relates a lot to what we're doing here with Seacret in this company and this business, she said, You know, when you go up on stage, you only get one chance to nail this. One chance. It's not like a competition. It's not like doing a ballet bar in the classroom. You know, you can make mistakes and you can correct those mistakes. But when you're performing live for an audience, you get one chance to nail it. And this is our one chance within this company and the opportunity that we have in front of us, you know, to really have the success that we want to have and to really nail it, not for ourselves, but also for, you know, the future of our families. So another thing that she really mentioned was she loves the challenge of it. And is it, you know, Tony says this best, you know, this company is, or he says this profession is not, how do you say it, babe? It's simple, right? But it's hard work, or how did you say it?
It's not easy, but it's simple.
Yeah, sorry, my brain doesn't. It's not easy, but it's simple. Like she talked about the discipline of ballet, and it was a challenge, and she loved that challenge because it's not easy, but it's really simple when you have the fundamentals of it down. And she said the improvement and the progress that she would see was directly proportionate to the hard work that she put into it. So again, when we're talking about the results and the growth in your business and the growth in your personal organization, it really is linked to, you know, the amount of hard work that you put into it. Your results show up directly in proportion to the hard work and the efforts that you put into this business. So I thought it was a very touching video. I could relate to it a lot, and I think that, you know, when you translate it into the world that we're in, the profession that we're in with Seacret, you know, there's a lot of great nuggets that you can take out of it about visualization, about discipline, you know, about daily rituals and how they compound, you know, over time to eventually, you know, become a beautiful ballerina. I could just see James in a tutu in my head. It was crazy.
What did I do? I thought we were picking on Casey.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. And without further ado, I'm going to bring up my other half again, who is going to give you an incredible training tonight. We're going to go in depth this evening with our compensation plan. So please help me welcome Mr. Tony Seacret.
Hey, all right. And I really like the video that Shreya selected for today. And for those of you that maybe want more information on visualization techniques, there's a really cool, it's an old school book, but it's really awesome. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. And he goes into a lot of detail of using visualization to reprogram your subconscious mind so that when you're going into an activity, it's already been performed 1,000 times. And so a lot of times I think when people are sitting down with someone or they're doing a 5 wows or a spa party and they, you know, lack confidence or they lack posture, they lack excitement, enthusiasm, a lot of it I feel is simply because they haven't put enough work into knowing the information that's necessary. What's great about Seacret is you don't need to know that much. You really don't. Because the product, do you need to know a lot about the products? No. Not really, because the products are that amazing and they work and people can see it, right? Do we have some of the most incredible online videos that you can utilize so that you don't have to go into every detail of every aspect of the business? Yes, absolutely. Do we have these events for you that you can plug people into so that you don't have to be the presenter? Yeah, but there are a couple things you do eventually need to learn in this business. And last week we talked about how to sit down with someone in a very short period of time, summarize who is Seacret, right? Our transition from retail into relationship. It's out there. And when we got to the compensation plan part of the 5 wows, I said I don't have enough time to train on that. And there were quite a few of you that said that you wanted me to train on tonight. Okay? You guys still want to see that? Yes. Okay. Because I'll tell you right now that turn into complete weirdos. They really do. They turn into complete weirdos when they're talking about their business. And you need to stop, please. For all of us, stop being a weirdo and stop being a creepy network marketer. I say that all the time too, by the way. I tell people like, man, you're getting a creepy network marketer right now. Right? I sometimes find myself, Shreya sometimes kicks me, she's like, creeper. Because sometimes we get so excited that we forget that we're talking to someone who doesn't really understand our excitement to the extent that that we do, and you can blow them out of the water sometimes, right? Now, with that being said, worry less about the one person who you're freaking out by being too excited. Worry more about the 9 people you'll freak out by having no excitement. Okay, does that make sense? So if I have to choose between being like overly excited and like super dull and bland, I'm gonna be overly excited. But you combine what we were talking about with muscle memory, visualization, and practice. You combine it with your excitement, and you're gonna have a lot of success. So this portion of the 5 wows. Now, just to recap for all of those that were not here for last week, we apologize. I can't really go through in detail, but when you sit down with someone at a Starbucks or at their home, you're doing what's called a 5 wows. It should only take about 15 to 20 minutes. If you need to knock it out quicker, it's always better if you have about 30 to 45 minutes. Okay? This is where we talk about who is Seacret, our products, our transition relationship marketing as a profession. You already saw a lot of this information tonight in the business overview. Okay? It's really the same thing, it's just collapsed into a smaller time frame. Now, Shree's sitting, guys, round of applause for Shree. She was talking about the compensation plan. Now, there's a couple of things that you can do when you're sitting down with someone one-on-one that you can't do in a group setting. Okay? Number one is what I always do, and it's going to be difficult because I'm just dry erase. All right. Yeah. So number one, okay. Make the prospect the star of the show. If I'm sitting down with Stephen Raymond and I'm talking to him about my incredible opportunity and this amazing company and these incredible products, when I get to the portion where I'm about to break down the compensation plan for him, and again, referring to last week, I don't do that unless they have some level of interest. I'm not going to take up someone's time. If they've said, I'm not really interested in the business side, I'm not going to say, okay, well, I'll tell you what, just to help me out, can you give me another 10 minutes so I can bore the crap out of you with this compensation plan that you have no interest in learning more about? Like, I just don't do it. I don't have time, guys. There's so many other people out there that are interested in the business. So, but when someone says, yeah, I'd be interested to see how you guys get compensated, I make the prospect the star. So, Steven, let's say we're sitting down together. I say, all right, Steve, so here, in this scenario, man, you're the secret agent, okay? Now, already they like that. Already they like the fact that they're the star of the show. I'm like, okay, so you're a secret agent. I'm going to show you how to have fun, help people, and make extra money. Cool with that? Yep. All right. That's how I lead into the compensation plan. So now everything I'm talking about is going to relate to Stephen Raymond, his family. Previously, I already understand a few things about Stephen. I know what he wants to accomplish. I know where he's working right now. I know some things about him because I took time to, you guys remember our acronym FORM? Family, occupation, recreation, motivation. I already spent some time in the early stages of our conversation, or maybe leading up to our conversation, a little recon. Maybe I stalked him on Facebook, right? I know he loves the outdoors. I know he loves his family. I know his father right now is struggling with some medical challenges. I know he loves his son and he wants to provide an incredible lifestyle. So I'm going to use these things as I'm talking to the prospect, right? Putting our compensation plan in terms that they can understand and relate to. If you just say, well, this is how you make $200, that doesn't mean anything to anybody. Remember, Steve, you were saying like a couple extra $100 can really help out your dad right now. Now it's something real in his life that he can imagine. And again, visualization, power of imagination, if people think in pictures, and to paint these pictures for him, really what I'm going to show you how to do is you just have to be a good storyteller. I'm telling Steve his story of success using our vehicle and our compensation plan. And he's picturing it in his head as it's happening. And when you can have someone picturing in their head and they're smiling and they're nodding with you, by the end of that conversation, they've already imagined themselves having success. Them coming on board is a no-brainer. Okay? But you have to be the person who can help them paint those pictures in their mind. Okay? So, make the prospect the star of the show. Then, give examples for each scenario. I'm going to give specific examples of each scenario of how we get paid. So if we can, Steve, move that real quick. So in this first scenario here, it says customer commissions. Okay? So Steve, in this scenario, right, Let's say that you give me a call because I'm your friend and you tell me you're super excited about something, you want to get my feedback on it. I'm walking him through his actual activity as I'm going through the conversation plan. Steve, you're going to shoot me a text, right? It's just say, hey, dude, why don't you check this out real quick? You're super excited about something. Why don't you get your feedback on it? I'm your friend. I'm going to show up, right? Of course. Okay? So I show up, and you show me a couple of products. Steve, let's say I'm not really interested in a bunch of products because I'm a dude and I think skincare is weird. But I want to support you. Your friends want to support you, right?
Yep.
And I want to try out this salt and mineral scrub. This is how you get compensated when I want to try your salt and mineral scrub. Guys, eliminate words like sell and buy from your vocabulary when you talk about this business. I know you'll never hear me say that you buy at wholesale and sell at retail. That immediately plants the seed in someone's mind they have to be a salesperson. We don't have to be salespeople. Because I reach out to people, I share information, they make the decision that they want to purchase. It's just different language, okay? So Steve, when I want to purchase that salt and oil scrub from you, that salt and oil scrub retails for $49, okay? Your cost is $19, that's a $30 profit margin. Are you excited you just made 30 bucks? I'm excited because I just got a cool product, I'm helping support you, right? So you guys see how that scenario, now, how I see a lot of people do it is, all right, see, the first way that you make money is you can sell at retail, okay? So you can buy the product for $19, you can sell it for $49, so when you sell it to your friends, you make money. That sounds awful. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just saying, but that's how I hear sometimes people describe it. I'm like, man, you got to change your language, okay? The next step in our compensation plan after, guys, retail is really simple. It's just your language. Steve's a prospect. He's the star of the show. Steve, when you share Seacret with me, I like the product. I want to support you. I purchased the product at retail. You just earned $30 because you're the reason why I found the product. Okay? Simple enough, right? Now, the second way to get paid for your customers is what? VIPs. Okay? Now, here's how I explain this. Steve, let's say that I start using this product for a couple of days. And I come back to you and I say, hey, my fiance just said that she wants to try some of this stuff too. Now I want to make him a VIP customer because I want multiple products. So you see how I'm showing Steve this natural transition from someone going from retail to VIP. I'm giving him the scenario in his mind of what happens to me and all of us every single day. How many of you have had someone start at retail, move to VIP, then upgrade to an agent? I tell the story. Or if you want to get dynamic, say, Steve, now I was only interested in one product, but would you agree, you know a lot of people that use more than just one skincare product? Sure. Absolutely. So can you shoot them, do you think you'd be able to shoot them a text and just say, hey, I want you to check something out, I want your feedback? Yeah. Absolutely. You show them this, do you think you're going to find people that want more than one product? Sure. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm going to refer you people because I know people who have challenges with their skin. So guys, here's how I explain the VIP program. Very simplistic. On average, we earn 25% cash and 25% free product. Guys, is the 5 wows the opportunity to go into an in-depth conversation about the comp plan? Okay? No, I'm not going to go into, okay, well, it's 25, it's 20 to 30% on the first time order, but it's 30% on the bundle buys, which you can only do once and you can only have 2 of them. The other 3 is going to be 25% off dollar, but for the reoccurring orders, it's going to be anywhere from 20 to 30% of the volume. And the volume is a ratio, it's like a point system. What? Shut up! Here's how simple it is, guys. On average, Steve, I refer you to my mom who has dermatitis. She wants to get products. Here's a nice round number that I use, $100. Because this is the average purchase order for a VIP customer. Steve, you're going to make, on average, about 25 bucks in cash and $25 in free product credit. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah. Now, when my mom ends up ordering more products in 3 months, you're going to continue to get paid cash and free product credit. Stop talking so much about stuff they can't understand. It's simple. And guys, this is accurate. On average, when you enroll at VIP, you're gonna get about 25% cash, 25%, and also once 20 to 30%, Tony. So if they are enrolling, because I used to be this guy, if you're enrolling people and it's 20%, and then it ends up being, I'm like, really? Really? How many of you, by a show of hands, most of your customers take advantage of the bonus class? That's 30%. The other part of the order is 20%. Combine it, it's an average of 25%. Just keep it simple. Just keep it super simple. I'm being nice. All right, VIPs, and then this is where you talk about reoccurring. Is 2 hours in reoccurring? Sure. Reoccurring revenue.
Just scribble it like John.
Whatever. You guys are, that's where I can talk about Steve. How many times did you introduce my mom to Seacret? Once. And you just showed her how to use her website so she can have her products shipped right to her, right? Mm-hmm. So for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, that she's going to be a customer, because you're the one that introduced her to this program, you get paid over and over and over again. It's one of the reasons why I was attracted to the insurance industry. It's called renewals or residual income. You do something one time and continue to get compensated for introducing somebody to a product or service. That sound pretty cool? Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, sounds really cool, right? What's the next part of the conference? Any questions about this? I didn't notice, I don't go into global pool. Yes, sir.
The 25% credit.
Yes.
What do you do with that?
So that's a great question, okay? Your free product credit you can use for your personal products, your retail products, or products for demonstration. You can do whatever you want with it. For instance, last month, Sharice and I had $285 in free product credit because of our preferred customers, our VIPs. Okay, so we use that to get products that we use. We use a lot of mud. I buy mud soap by the freaking case.
Me too.
I gotta keep Sharice stocked with her age-defying facial serum. If we run out, you called me Ellen. I'm in the room now. Yes!
High five on that.
Yoda's my boy. I got him on my coffee. I love me some Yoda. A lot of person developed Yoda.
I rub it in.
So as any quote-unquote network marketing company, okay, Seacret requires, in order for a distributor to remain active and be able to benefit from its organizational volume, that it has, every 4 weeks, you have to have some sort of product coming in. It's about $50 to $60, $35. So you can use it for your 4-week replenishment so that you're not feeling this jab every month of, having to pay for products. Especially for a newer agent, guys. Someone who maybe never done this type of business before, a newer agent, show them how to put a couple $100 in cash and free product in their pocket in their first 2 weeks. Guess what? Their spouse is more supportive. Okay, they go, oh, I get it. This works. This works. It's a belief check, and that free product, knowing that you're not coming out of pocket the following month for your product, is really good. So this is the recurring revenue. Any other questions before I keep going?
Yeah, I think I lost you on that.
So what happens is
sorry.
No, it's okay. So let's.
No, back.
Your name? Which name? Mike. You're a brand new Seacret agent, Mike.
Back up a second.
I got you. Wait. I got you.
Let me ask the question because you don't know what I'm confused about.
Okay, sure. What are you confused about?
All right. You just said in order for me or for us to keep our distributorship.
No, active status. Different.
Active status as a distributor.
Correct.
You have to say that again.
Have a monthly replenishment, okay, which is purchasing products on a monthly basis. Just like any other network marketing company, you have to purchase products on a monthly basis to maintain your active status.
And if you didn't, then if you lose your active status, then what happens?
Well, you don't have the ability then to get paid out for your team's activity and volume. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's all I.
Perfect. But the way that you can easily offset that, Mike, is enroll a handful of VIP customers, you get free product credit that is then used for your replenishment. And then you don't have to worry about it. And if for some reason you didn't have your VIPs, you didn't have your free product credit, it's between $50 to $60, which if you compare it to, and for those of you that don't know this profession, most companies, between $150 to $200 a month for sure, is what their replenishment is. Seacret is very, very economical in that sense. They don't want that to be an issue for people, which is really cool. All right, moving forward. The next step is, you want to turn it on? Sure. The next step is the team commissions. Okay? The team commissions is very easy to explain. I'm going to give you guys some language. I want you to start getting more familiar with it. When I first started, okay, we have what's called a binary compensation. It means we build two teams, right? Even though I've been in relationship marketing for like 15 years, I didn't really understand what a binary was because I was only with one other company. Yeah, and it was a unilevel company, which I'm not going to get into right now. It's just the difference of the structure. Okay. So, how many of you have explained it to people like this? You build two teams, you get paid for the volume on your lesser team. How many of you explain our compensation plan like this? I'll raise my hand over to you. The rest of you just looking at me like I'm have a brain. Okay. Stop using that language. I stopped telling people that you get paid for one team because it's not entirely accurate. You have to have volume in both teams to get compensated. And this is and I actually learned this from studying other binary compensation plans like isogenics, advocating, and stuff like that. Much better language can be used. I don't know why we're not using it as a company. So let's go here. Right, the image on the piece of paper goes like this, right? And it shows these people multiplying and duplicating, correct? Yes. Okay. So what happens is, as you're this is what I say word for word, Steve. So as you're out there and you're sharing the products, you're sharing the opportunity, would you agree there's a lot of people out there that are looking for ways to make some extra money? Absolutely. Would you agree there's a lot of people out there that maybe aren't really happy with their career options? Would you agree there's a lot of people out there that maybe are just looking for a better, positive environment? What am I getting him to think about? He's already thinking about the people he knows that would be open to at least checking this out. Now, Steve, what happens is, give you the name of just two people. Great question to ask. If you started your own corporation, who are the two people, closest friends or family, that you would want to help run that business? Tom and Jesse. Thanks, Steve. You jump in. Man, that'd be a good corporation. I'll say that right now. Okay, right? Now, Steve, do I know people you don't know? Sure. Does Jesse know people you don't know? Yeah. Absolutely. And so we go out and we find a couple people that want to help us expand. And they find a couple people that want to help them expand, right? And everybody, this is what I do. I do dots for customers. I do circles for distributors. Everyone. So you can see it starts to grow, right? Your two teams start to grow away from you because everybody knows people that you don't know and they know people that you don't know. What happens is, and if you have enough room, I draw in between. I laminate my 5 wow sheet and I use a dry erase marker. I draw this out for people. I don't just point and talk. Remember, we're taking pictures. We need to see something visual. So let's say, Steve, you guys can see this. Steve, in this example, let's say Jesse's team generates about $1,000 in sales volume. Okay, between his friends and family and distributors and customers, they're generating 1,000 sales volume. Okay, and let's say my team's generating 500 sales volume. Okay, what happens is once you have 1,000 in team 1 and 500 in the other team, okay, you get what's called a match or a cycle, and that's going to pay you out. That's going to pay you out $50. Now, are you cool with getting $50 from me and Jesse out there? Share this with people that you don't even know. Yeah. Now, this is what's called, because we're talking about residual income, right? Now, this is some serious leverage and passive income. This is collective efforts. Now, let's say, Steve, this is safe to assume that if you can do that, you can show us to do that. Yeah. So let's say that these teams start to grow, and now Tony's team is doing 5,000, Jess's team's doing 10,000. That would pay out about $750 a month. Okay. Now, Steve, remember we were talking earlier about, I'll ask people how much they make, by the way. I'll ask people, how much do you make? How much do you take home in a 2-week period? Because I'm trying to figure out what number they need to see. What number do they really need to see? Because if I can show them how on a part-time basis to match their income at their job, now I've really got their wheels turning. And that doesn't mean they're ready to come on board right there with a professional set. Stop trying to hit a home run on the first swing. But now you've planted the seed, you've opened up their mind, you've expanded their horizon a bit. Because once we get to 50,000 and 100,000, now you're talking, I said, Steve, remember we were talking about these people that are making 6 figures plus in network marketing? Yeah. This is how they do it. They build large organizations. It's the collective efforts from a lot of people, okay? If you have 100,000 volume in team 1, 50,000 volume in team 2, that binary match or cycle is $7,500. That could happen once. That could happen in a month. That could happen in a week. That's really up to you. Yes, ma'am.
Is there a minimum that a team has to make before that gets paid out?
Yeah, you cannot. That's a great question, Stacey. You cannot get a binary match until you have 500 volume and 1,000 volume.
Okay.
So you don't get.
That's why I figured you put those numbers.
Yes, absolutely, but that's okay, because here's what you'll find in most network marketing companies. You have companies that pay very, very heavy for customers. Then you get companies that pay very, very heavy for team building. But you very rarely see a company that's well balanced. Mm-hmm. On the way to helping our team unlock their organizational growth and volume and getting that passive income, we're going to be helping them put free product credit and money in their pocket. So it's a really cool, well-balanced compensation plan, because here's the reality: you're going to find more customers than you are distributors.
And that's monthly?
It can be, well, we get paid every week.
Oh.
But most people think in terms of monthly income. So when I'm breaking down these numbers, I let them know that this could be a monthly income, this could be a weekly income. It just depends on what you want. I mean, if it takes you an entire month to get 50 or 500 volume and 1,000 volume, then it'll take you a month to get paid out on that.
And then, well, how does this change from there? Do you get to choose, like, once you get to that?
Anytime your team generates 500 volume, 1,000 volume, it pays out. Okay. It pays out a match.
It's just saying you're not going to like me because I always ask questions.
That's fine.
All right. You started out that presentation by telling some of the people that are already involved with this not to talk about getting paid on the lower number of 2. Right? I couldn't help but notice that the $50 is equal to 10% of the lower number of the 2.
100%.
However, the 750 is more than 10%. It's 15%. At what point in time does it go from the 10% to the 15% of the lower number?
Question. So you get an increase in your team commissions once you are a bronze or higher in our company. A bronze agent is someone that's generating consistently in a 4-week period 2,000 volume in team 1, 2,000 volume in team 2. So when I give the example of 5,000 and 10,000, that person would be well above and beyond the bronze position.
2,000 and 2,000 consistently for 4 weeks at a time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. In any rolling 4-week period, you have 2,000 on the right, 2,000 on the left. You are now a bronze agent. As long as you're maintaining that consistency of volume, you get an increase.
Okay, that now brings another question to mind.
Sure.
If there's a bronze, does that mean that there's a gold or a silver?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, so then at what point in time do those things start to switch?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have time to go through each one of those positions.
I understand.
But we can definitely, and it's all, what's cool is it's all based on volume. So once you get 5,000, it's Royale and up. Yes.
Is there another way to get that percentage?
Yes. Also, you get the higher payout when you start with the special agent or professional set. The company recognizes you're making a larger investment. They want to see you get your return on investment faster. So when you start with the special agent or the professional set, you actually will earn a higher payout for your team commission as if you're a bronze agent, which is a nice benefit of that. Okay.
Now, all right, all the time?
For your first 12 weeks, then after that you have to have the volume to justify it. You got it. Yeah, it's giving you. You got it. It's giving you
Just catch it.
Okay. Now, are you guys good on how I explain this to people? The reason why I give them those 3 scenarios and I use very simple numbers is because all you're doing is giving them an example of someone could make an extra $50 a week, an extra $750 a month, an extra $7,500 a month. If someone says, well, I already make $130,000 a year, I already make $150,000 a year, great, you can make $7,500 a week. You see what I mean? Now, if someone says, well, show me how to make, okay, well, then have a couple more zeros. I mean, there's people that make $75,000 a month in our company. John and Tiffany a lot make between $150,000 and $180,000 a month. We're working on it. Give a run for their money. Okay, so then, guys, the leadership check match. You'll see. So this is what. Oh my God! I almost hit it exactly. That's cool, right? I do this a lot, like seriously. And then I do this. Right? I draw the line. I let them know this is what's happening here. So that's how I draw it out on the 5 wows, on the laminated 5 wows. I literally draw it just like that, and I write the numbers. I don't worry about any of this. I don't worry about anything that's on that piece of paper because a lot of it to me is confusing. So I do this because it just is 5 times easier. Personally. Okay. And leadership check match. Leadership check match is, and this is for Mike. Mike, once you're a bronze secret agent, okay, 2000, or you started with the special agent or the professional set, okay, you unlock what's called your check match. So not only do you get paid a percentage from the total organizational growth, but you're also receiving a 20% match on the team commissions of the agents you personally enroll. Okay? Mike, if you personally enroll me and I make $1,000, you earn $200. Right?
Is that for 12 weeks also?
No, this is as long as you are a qualified bronze and I am a bronze. So this is for all bronze and above in your organization.
So I am if I'm a professional, I'm a qualified bronze for 12 weeks no matter what.
You got it.
To start.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get into this, but as you rank advance to silver, gold, and platinum, this actually opens up to go 4 generations deep. I don't get into this in the 5 wows, it's just a side. So Steve is the prospect. I say, Steve, you introduce me to Seacret. I go out there, I'm making $1,000 a month, you get a $200 bonus. But what's cool is as you start to rank advance, you actually can get compensated a percentage for everyone that I bring on board and everyone they bring on board. In addition to your team commissions. This is in addition. Okay? Last but not least, I break down this by simply, this is where I get the numbers, right? I let them know my goal over the next 90 days with any new agent, is to help them get to what's called the Royale position. Royale in 90. It should be the Royale run in 90 days. Because a Royale agent is someone that has 5,000 and 5,000. Significance of Royale is that's the first position that opens up the monthly Drive Your Dream bonus. Okay. So in addition to your check match, in addition to your team commissions, in addition to your personal retail and VIP commissions and your free product credit, you're earning an additional $500 a month on top of all that. The average Royale agent will probably be making between $1,500 to $3,000 a month. That's it. Yes. Okay. I mean, that can fluctuate depending on their personal production. But just based on the volume necessary to be at this level in the $500 driver dream bonus, that's the minimum. Then you've got silver, which is 8 and 8, 14 and 14 for gold, 20 and 20 for platinum, 40 and 40 for ruby, 80 for diamond, and so forth. Okay. I don't spend a whole lot of time on this because I'm just casting a vision of what they have the ability to accomplish. So in conclusion, guys, with the compensation plan, less is more, simplify, use the same examples over and over and over again. Have it become a ritual that you do so many times, not just with your prospects, but practice this over and over and over again with your family. You got kids? They don't have a choice. Sit down with mom, I gotta practice, come here. And do it and use the same examples, the same numbers over and over and over again. Okay? So that when you sit down with someone to do your 5 wows, you're not freaking out because just like that dancer, you get nerves. And all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, is it 10% or 15%? Or is it, what package do you get to become a bronze with? And, oh my God, I forgot all the different volume that you need. Guys, that's not the most important. The most important is show the average person, Steve, if I want to purchase a product, here's how you get paid. Steve, when I refer you my mom and she wants to purchase multiple products and she's going to be a consistent customer, here's how you get paid. Right? When Steve finds people that want to be part of our community, want to be part of this family, here's how you get compensated for all their collective efforts. And Steve, once we focus on developing real leadership in our organization, the company continues to reward us over and over and over. And when people see this, they will be very, very, very excited about what? About what? What's our goal? What's our goal? What's the next step in the process? It may be signing up. The next exposure, the next event. Guys, all of these are a series of events to continue to move people forward and get them increasingly interested and excited about learning more. On average, how many exposures does it typically take? 5 to 7 exposures. So this has got someone really super excited. Now here's a question I always ask at the end. Here is one of the most beautiful parts of this right here. Okay? Because I started this conversation saying, Steve, when I sit down with someone and I show them the products, I show them the opportunity, the majority of the time they either want to become a customer or they want to become a secret agent. So let's pretend in this scenario that you're the brand new secret agent. Okay, so I planted that seed at the very beginning of our sit down. So at the end I say, Steve, isn't that pretty awesome? He says, yeah. I said, listen, man, I never know unless I ask. I know that you expressed interest in learning more about the compensation plan because I asked permission to continue. I always ask permission to continue, by the way. Because then you have them telling you, I'm interested, yes, show me more, show me more. I don't just bum rush through it all. I say, is it cool if I show you why we're so excited? Is it cool if I show you how we're having so much success? And do you want to see why I was able to help my mom and help my fiance? Yes, show me more, right? So at the very end, I say, Steve, listen, man, I'll be honest with you, brother. I never know unless I ask. I wanted you to sit down and just know more about what I'm doing, but I'd appreciate your support, bro. Are you interested in trying out some products? Or are you interested in trying out some products and learning more about the opportunity? Well, cool. Now, I gave you a good amount of info here, okay? Scale from 1 to 10, where's your level of interest? 6. 6? Okay. So obviously there's a couple things you need some additional information on. What's the most important thing for you to get additional info on about the business side?
I'd like to go with Confident.
Confident? Okay, perfect. You know, unfortunately, Steve, I don't have time today. But if I can get you on the phone with one of my business partners who knows more than I do, and they even actually, the ones that taught me how to do this. They can answer any question you have. If I can get this person on the phone, would you be able to carve out like 5-10 minutes and they can answer any questions about the conversation? Sure. Fantastic. I set it up as an appointment in my calendar. We end there. Okay. That's how a lot of this is done, guys. Because Steve's already told me he's a 6 out of 10. I don't think there's anything I can do right now at this moment in time to turn him into a 10 out of 10. And I think that's what a lot of people do sometimes. He's a 6 out of 10. You think you're going to spend the next 45 minutes turning him into a 10.
Push me backwards.
He's not ready to be a 10 yet. Move him to a 3-way call. Get him online information. Have him come out to another event. Okay? Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
You said do this, get started like the end?
Yeah, at the very end. At the very end is when I ask. Why would I ask him to get started halfway through the doesn't make sense? At the very end of me going, you got to go to the compensation. Customer commissions, team commissions, check match. And then I also go through this part. We don't have time to go over this right now, but that's not difficult. Then at the very end is when I say, I never know unless I ask. Are you interested in trying out some products? Or are you interested in trying out products and learning more about the opportunity? By the way, I gave him how many options? Exactly. Now, does he have the ability? Am I holding a gun to his head and saying, get my secret stuff? No. No. But, okay, so if he doesn't want anything, can he just let me know I'm not interested? But you're going to find most people will say, I'll try some products, or I'm interested more about business. Great. With the business side, how interested are you? Scale from 1 to 10. If someone says I'm a 9, get out the paperwork. If someone says I'm a 10, get out the paperwork. If someone says I would say even like 7 is like borderline. If they're a 7, I'm showing them the demonstration sets. But I'm not showing a 5 a demonstration set. Why would I do that? If they're a 5, they're not that demonstration set's really like, well, now I'm a 3. $1,699, I'm a 2.5. Oh, slow down there, Speedy Gonzalez. Let's get them to like a 7 or 8 before you start, talking about investments. Time for 2 more questions. I know Mike's got at least a couple for him. Good. I mean, now's the time. Ask him.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how do you answer the question you said? I think I asked that at Royale, people are making $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's trying to make every month? Or what's the room for you to try to make?
So,
how do you?
Between you and I won't tell you how I explain that, but most people don't really ask that. Typically, unless they're network marketing.
So, do they ask it this way? What do I have to do to make 10 grand a month?
Yeah.
Where do I have to be?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, an easy way to kind of figure that.
That's my first question would be how to be able to make 10 grand a month.
Right. Well, if someone's asking how do you make $7,000, okay, well, because let's be honest, how many of you realize that your teams never grow equally? Never. Okay, you always get what's called a blown out leg or a part of your team that grows, right? So let's look at Ruby, because really a Ruby position is where people start to hit $100,000 a year. Ruby position, okay? Yes.
Somebody asks me, how can they make that much money? I always say, I'll get somebody that knows that better than I do. I'll do it 3 ways.
Yes.
I don't even try to explain it.
But here's the thing, guys. If you're like, you ever seen those ninjas, right? The Kung Fu masters that never fight? That's how you need to be with your secret skills. You need, in my opinion, you need to constantly be working on this and knowing it. That doesn't mean you have to use it all the time, because you do want to have a third-party system that's not people-dependent. You don't want to be, ready reference anytime Andy, like, oh, I'll tell you everything. But at the same time, if you're in a situation where you're dealing with a potential client, especially a high-profile person, and they ask a very specific, direct question, sometimes people don't want to be told, well, let me see if I can possibly get you on the phone with someone, and they're not available. So be prepared, okay?
Sometimes they just want to know if you can answer.
That's true, because here's the thing, if you're telling them you can help them accomplish a goal and they're asking you how to accomplish the goal and you can't tell them how to accomplish it, you look like an idiot. So, if someone says, how do I make $10,000? I say, well, that usually will happen at the Ruby level. Okay? Because the Ruby is how much volume? 40 and 40. But, like we just said, it never grows equal. So typically what you're going to have, and this is the scenario I would give someone, typically you'll be at like 40 and 8, something like that. And you'll have, one's going to catch traction a lot. So, just for simple math, okay, Steve, what's 15% of 40,000? 6. That's 6,000 in team commissions.
Don't let that run.
What's the drive your dream bonus for a Ruby? 16, 18. Well, at a Ruby level, based on your volume, you'd have $6,000 in team commissions. You'd have $1,400 in drive your dream. Right there, that's $7,400. Based on your check match and any personal production, you'd be at a 6-figure income. As a Ruby agent, generating 40,000 volume on the left, 80,000 on the right, or vice versa. Doesn't matter where it's going. And those are the numbers that someone will strive for. You want to be a 6-figure income earner inside of Seacret. You want to be a Ruby agent generating between 40 to 50, and you can go 100 on your way to diamond. Any other questions? Otherwise, all right, Mike. I knew it. I knew you wouldn't be hanging, man. Hey, well, round of applause for Mike. Yes, sir.
Why would you only have 2 teams?
So that's a great question. Okay. Oh man. No. Okay. So here is a binary compensation. When you build 2 teams, Mike, what it does, it forces you to build in depth. Now, I was in a previous company. It was a unilevel. This is awesome.
You know it's not.
So a unilevel, you typically start with 3 teams. Okay? So here's how the most unilevel compensation plans. They tend to cut you off at a certain depth. So as your unilevel is building, and you get, some of it's 5, 7, 9 levels, every company's different. Once you get to a certain depth, you get no more money. This would be a lot. Okay? So then what you have to do is you have to go start more teams to build in depth until they say no more money, and then you build more. And so it doesn't give you a real incentive to build in depth, which kind of sucks, because how can I really genuinely help this person's organization if I know if I go any deeper in your team, buddy, I'm cutting my own throat. I gotta start a new team. Can anyone benefit from this new team? No, except for me.
Especially when Rockstar comes in.
Exactly. You get a John Malott, you get a Tim Herr down here. You're not making any money.
What happens if somebody recommends to your?
Oh, that's the worst. So don't even get on the breakaway. Oh my God. In the company we were in, when someone got to where you were in your position, they cut out all of your money. If I helped someone get to where I'm at, they said, thanks for playing, start a new team. It sucked.
Tony, you told me about that part of a different company. Why wouldn't I have more than 2 at this company?
You can't. You can only, that's the beauty of it, simplicity. You can only build 2 teams. So you're forced to drive in depth. If you bring on 100 people in a unilevel, you have to start 20 to 30 new teams. Okay? So you never really build what's called taprooting traction, where you're going so deep that it starts to really build up. Here, you can't build more than 2 teams. That's it. It's a binary. 2. You're not allowed. You can't.
28
What's the benefit of that with volume?
Okay, so here there's no limit on debt. Okay, so Mike brings on board a new person. Mike brings on a new person. Let's say it's Steve. Everybody benefits from Steve's volume. Everybody benefits from Steve's volume. That's the benefit of a binary. Okay? Mike brings in Tony down here. Everybody benefits from Tony's volume. That's how you create these crazy success stories in binary compensation plans. It's because this person, timing is, and that's what I'll say right now. Any of you guys that are guests in the room, and you're seriously considering this, okay, and you have the ability to get started with a demonstration set or whatever you got to do, get yourself positioned, because timing is so key in a binary compensation plan, because everybody that's being placed in your team, their volume is going to benefit you. It's not like a unilevel where you don't know if you're the beginning of a new team, where you're not going to get, you're out here in no man's land, you got no support. Over here, I mean, you've got an entire support system that's contributing to the growth of your team. Now, I'm telling you, one of the biggest reasons I feel that my family's been so blessed with this opportunity is because I was stupid enough to get started up here.
You and me, there's 7 people in a straight line.
Yeah.
4 years, what was that?
Yeah. So, 7 people between Steve and I, our position, turned into 40,000 volume a month in 4 weeks. From here to here.
Because the insides.
From here to here, here's me, here's Steve, okay? All of these people are also building 2 teams. Who are also building 2 teams. Who are also building 2 teams. Who are enrolling customers. Okay? So Steve flew out to Phoenix 1 week after I did. In the time that Steve got himself positioned, when I got myself positioned, there were 7 people in between us. Those 7 people turned into thousands of people, generating 40,000 volume in 4 weeks. Timing, exponential growth, compounding interest.
There's a point there that you're making that Steve missed out on $40,000 in a week.
Now, the point is,
Tony's the word.
Sees the opportunity, seize the day. Because you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen. I mean, we got ourselves, it was just, we got ourselves positioned as soon as we possibly could. We couldn't get positioned any sooner. I couldn't get myself positioned any sooner. Otherwise, Jermaine and Morgan would be mine.
Well, no, it's like the other day you told me that I needed to do my replenishment because I have a strong leg of 3,000 volumes.
Yep.
Leg already.
Yep.
And I could have lost out on all that without having my replenishment.
Okay. All right, I don't have any more time for questions. Unless you want to stick around, I'll stick around for a little bit if people have individual questions. I'm sure Mike's got a couple of things. No? Did I get it? All right!